Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's Tuesday. It's another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. I've changed the format. Can you tell? Yeah, so you've made it through a lot of the confidence builder episodes that I had going on. Thanks. Your feedback was very valuable. For those who gave me feedback, your comments, your suggestions, everything was taken into account. You know, I spent a little time brainstorming, thinking, how could I potentially make these videos better? And then I said, why don't I get a ring light and a mic? So that's what we got going on now. So you're not just going to be looking at slides or whatever else I decide to put on there. It's actually going to be me. It's going to be me. So, like I said, thank you and welcome to another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. Now, I got another confession to make. I've sinned. Yes, I have. I have sinned. I've done the unmentionable. I've done what a person is not supposed to do that carries the kind of licensure and stroke and position and all that. I've done a cardinal sin, I think we could call it. I didn't really explain why I have knowledge about these kinds of things. As far as you're concerned, I could be just any Joe Blow, just setting up a camera or recording device or whatever, and just spouting off different things that you think that I may or may not have seen on YouTube or on Google or something like that. So let's go back to the beginning. I should have did this on the very first video, but I didn't because I decided in my mind at that point in time that getting the knowledge out was way more important than actually getting an introductory off. I'm asking y'all to do all kinds of stuff. I ain't even told you what I do or who I am or anything like that. So today I decided, why not? Let's go on ahead and knock this out, shall we? As you know, or some of you know, my name is Christopher Hunter. I'm here in Memphis. I am a licensed and appointed life insurance provider. I'm also a board certified credit score consultant, board certified credit person, you can say in a nutshell. There's 2 certifications that I have for that. But the most important one is that I'm a board certified credit score consultant. I've been doing these things in conjunction with a financial services team here in Memphis, the Money Spartans Financial Group. We're based here in Memphis, off Tillman. If you know where Tillman is, it's in the United Way building. That's our headquarters. So if you just want to go walk, just pass by through there and be like, oh, okay, so he wasn't BSing, then feel free. I've been doing this a couple of years at this point. I want to say 2.5, 3 or whatever. Now, don't get it twisted though, Although it doesn't sound like that's a lot of time, it actually is a lot of time when you've had client after client after client, and basically they're asking you similar questions all the time because their knowledge isn't really where it needs to be as far as the different services that we offer. Now, as a team, we offer more than just life insurance and credit restoration services and everything like that. We also help people set up 501c3s. We've helped several NBA players, former NBA players, set up 501c3s. We help people with business credit, estate planning, retirement, blah, blah, just different things that we offer as a pretty complete financial service firm here in Memphis, you know. Excuse me. So my main reasoning for making these videos, of course, like research really isn't on our side for our age group as far as our financial educations are concerned. There is a lot of simple things. Well, they're simple to me now, but there's a lot of simple things that we overlook on the day-to-day struggle. You know, you're trying to put clothes on your back. You're trying to put food on the table. You're trying to, make sure that your car's in running order. So it's very, very easy to neglect things like your credit or having adequate life insurance coverage, or, you might not understand exactly how your credit report works, or what you can and what you can get off your credit report. Or if you're trying to start a business, you might not understand that you probably would fare better with a actual business plan before you start asking people for money. Like, there's all kinds of things that we are hurting on. And these are also things that I had great interest in. I'll always and forever tell people, my start in this was basically because of the things that my mom taught me. She would tell me about all the bought lessons that she has. I don't know if you know what a bought lesson is, but a bought lesson is one of those lessons that you buy and something happens and it goes into collections, or you're unable to afford it, or you did one thing where you should have did something else because somebody took advantage of a little bit of ignorance that you had. So she planted the seeds in my head that, hey, we need to do this, this, and this, but we really just didn't understand how to get there or what to do. Or like, if I could go back with the knowledge that I had now, like a lot of the things that I've done in order to help me get to where I'm at, like credit wise at least, I probably wouldn't have done them. I've never been in that kind of trouble, fortunately, to where I've had to, correct my credit score, primarily because I was so frightened of ruining it. But if I had a time machine to go back, like I said, I would have did things completely differently. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. If I had that time machine, I would have done things a little bit differently. I mean, I'm still good now, but I could have been good in a different way, if that makes sense. So I learned these things, of course, how to help people with their credit, how to help people, be able to provide for themselves and their families in case of the inevitable or some kind of health issue or whatever. I could help people amass lump sums of money really quickly just by having life insurance. It'll help people pay the portion of the medical bill that health insurance doesn't pay. There's a lot that goes into the things that we do. I mean, I can ramble on for hours and hours and hours just talking about, being able to help people and being able to, help them at least sleep easier at night at some points in time. I mean, for example, recently I had a credit win. A client of mine and her spouse are looking into buying a home, and in order to get into a certain program or something like that, of course, you need a certain credit score. I mean, I don't run into a lot of cash flow 100,000aires or millionaires. Like, these are everyday people, and of course, things that you do in your past with your credit tend to continue to bother you, years into the future is really not fair. But the game is the game. So if I can help you play the game a little bit better to get you in a better place for you, yourself, your family, your children, all that, then it's a win. So, I'm doing my monthly updates, and it's like, well, we don't really just need you right now, but thank you for everything that you've done. They could tell that we've been working on our credit. We're able to get into this new homeowners program, and it's all based off of the work that you did. And that was a real win for me, because stories like this are very cool. Increases in credit, getting items taken off people's credit reports, that's cool to me. And it's also cool to me when I'm able to help somebody get a life insurance policy that they can afford. I always tell people it's the one bill that you have that you can control how much money that you're paying into it. So, I've got 14, 15 clients on the books right now. Pretty much all of them have been on the books for a little bit over a year at this point, except for maybe like the new ones that I've recently done. No complaints, because they're able to maintain and afford said policy. And that kind of thing is cool to me. Like if something were to happen, if they just randomly had a heart attack or something like that, like they wouldn't have to worry as much about the money part, because of course you make one phone call, you got a check in your hand to help you pay for whatever medical bills it is that you got to pay for. And it's all because of life insurance. Like there's a certain power and authority that I have. I don't want to pull the card, but as a black man, I have the power and the ability to help other black folks like me, older than me, a little bit younger than me, to help put them on game. I'm able to help them to do things. And of course, I'm able to make a little money off of it too. But that's, in a weird way, that's more or less a reward or anything else. It's not the main focus. The main focus is being able to help. I've always wanted to do something to help, but I just didn't know exactly what it was. You can go to a Salvation Army or something like that. You can help put together houses or something like that. Or you could go to a soup kitchen, pass out soups and sandwiches and things like that. And that's cool. Like if that's what you want, I wanted to help in a different way. What I do, there's probably hundreds, thousands of other people that do the same things. But they ain't me though, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I have the maturity, and I have the humbleness at least to know that I can help, and I could do it in a way that isn't offsetting. You could go find a suit with the slick back hair and the know-it-all tones, and they talk to you all crazy while you trying to learn. There's nothing more offsetting than someone talking to you in a weird way that isn't conducive to helping you learn. I pride myself in having casual conversations about serious stuff. I use the expletive instead of stuff, but my mama might be watching, so I really just don't want to be cussing like that. But people learn better when they can, one, relate to the person, and two, they're not talking all stupid to them. If you're frequent on Twitter, you just assume that someone is telling you about something, but they talking to you in LLC Twitter language. If you get the joke, you get it. If you don't, I can explain it later. But I feel like that I'm in a position right now. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly training. I'm constantly reading. I'm constantly trying to figure out how to better myself to help people. And that is my thing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I plan on doing. This is what I like to do. I can understand, that I might not be the proper vehicle for a lot of people for this kind of information, and that's okay. But I am for a lot of people, and a lot of people have been learning just based off of those videos that I've done in the past. They've been learning things that they might not have had a lot of knowledge on. Nobody's hipped them to it. We didn't learn these things in middle school. We didn't learn these things in high school. We damn sure didn't learn them in college. Sorry, Mom. But, these are things that we need to know. We're not I'm not a millionaire. You might not be a millionaire. I don't know your pockets like that. But this is still valuable information, even for millionaires to know. CEOs, they know this kind of thing. Some of them might not know this kind of thing. I have the ability to help people at any salary range, from your lowly worker all the way to the well-to-dos. Like, I can help people, and that's my why. That's my thing. Helping. I like helping. I really don't complain about being able to do these kinds of things, because it's, like I said, this is what I want to do. So I made this video. Of course, I made it backwards. However, at the same time, it's a change in what I normally do, because you can actually see me. You can actually see my expressions. You can see my face. It's not just a lecture like those confidence builder videos were. And again, I'm glad that you sat through those. I understand there wasn't a lot of visual aids going on, but you sat through those. Again, thank you. So this is where I'm at. This is what we're doing. The rest of the videos are going to come at you just like this. It's going to be you and me and you on these videos. I'm going to teach you some stuff. You're going to learn some stuff. Hopefully you continue to follow the page and subscribe and like the videos. If you do that, now let me talk to you. If you do that, it helps the algorithm for, people to be able to find these kinds of videos. Don't be selfish, okay? Share me with people, because they need to know this kind of stuff too. Don't be just hoarding a well of information from people, okay? Because they probably gonna cuss you out if they figure out you know this stuff and you didn't share it. It happens. Well, cut this video off at this point in time now. Please remember, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Hell, leave some comments or something. Share when you see that I've dropped these videos. They drop every Tuesday like clockwork, and they've been doing it, for the past, 6, 7, 8 weeks at this point. So see you next week.